Boom, we're live. All right, everybody, what's going on? Happy Tuesday night to you and yours. I'm here with two good old friends of mine. We're live on the Ragni show. We're here with Damian MonteCarlo in the center square or strip. And we got the birthday boy himself, Bert of both
Thank you.
of MonteCarlo
Happy
fans.
birthday.
Happy fucking birthday, dude.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, was this planned to release this on your birthday?
Yes. Yes.
Little birthday present to yourself.
Right, exactly.
Oh boy, oh boy.
You know, plus you get the it wouldn't be like sympathy, but hey, if you want to give Bert a birthday present, watch the video.
Right.
And you know what? I'm going to say this. So the world premiere of the video for Super Double Fine, which I've said since day one, I not only do I love the song, but I love the fucking title of that song so much. It's so fucking cool. But I got to say this. The song kicks ass. Everybody, I don't care if you're watching this or not, everybody who hears the song can agree with me. The song kicks ass. Now, you watch the fucking video with it, boom, explosion through the fucking roof, and the world is now Super Double Fine. I love it, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I dig it.
You blew it up, and look, we gotta open this up here. Where are we?
There we
go. For the birthday boy, the champagne and beers, and to Super Double Fine.
There we go.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
So,
water.
So the single, Super Double Fine new video, like we said, just came out half hour ago. Had the whole concept and all come together. I was cool to see it. Doesn't last one you guys did the one you guys are playing and all. This is playing, but you electrified it a little bit.
Yeah.
I
mean,
go ahead, Bert. Good.
The song, I'll let them explain the video. I'll explain the song, I guess. The song's pretty much about like what all the shit going on. We're not a political band, but with all the shit going on with the politics and this and who knows this and who's right and who's wrong, who gives a fuck? As long as everybody leaves me the fuck alone, I'm happy being me and I'm super double fine. That's it. Oh, yes. Be yourself.
Hey, what more could you ask for, right?
Right.
That's friggin' awesome. Now, how did the whole concept for the video come up?
We wanted something, different than the last video, which was we filmed the last video in Philly. There's like a real famous skate park, FDR skate park. So we kind of like the look, the aesthetic, the graffiti and everything right underneath I-95. So this one we wanted to be different, sort of like a kind of like Bizarro Land, I guess, which is all the weird shit going on in the background. So almost kind of like a Rob Zombie kind of
meets They Live
thing.
Like They Live Rob Zombie kind of
thing. Like all kinds of like wacky stuff. So we did it on green screen, and we actually shot it back in November. And our video guy Zach Connect, Zachy Black, he does great videos. Me personally, I've been using them in pretty much everything I've been involved with for like the past maybe 5, maybe 6 years.
Wow.
And every time somebody comes up to me, hey man, who did your video? Or every time someone even mentions a music video, gotta go see Zach. He's great. He's a rocker. He gets it. He's totally into music and everything. So it's not like you're trying to explain something to someone who's from a whole different world,
right.
A whole different art world. He gets it. So we mentioned like a band like this. He knows exactly what we're thinking. We pretty much give him free reign. Anybody that we work with, we pick people, artists, photographers, videographers, people that we like their work, we trust them, and we want to we give them the job because we want to see their spin on it. Sometimes you do it yourself, it's a little too close to home. It's good to get like an outsider's perspective on things.
And we're putting together like a hell of a team right now. We have Dave Pyron is our engineer right now. We also we just signed on with PR manager with Alicia Jade Alicia. Some people know her by either way. What's actually her official name?
Jade Alicia.
Jade Alicia Media.
Yeah, she does PR for us.
So we have her. We have Zach doing some of the videos. We're going to do some videos also ourselves, some just like homegrown looking kind of stuff. We're going to throw out there in between the Zach videos. Yeah, I mean, we're getting a team here. We have, Dan Williams doing the photography. So we're just trying to surround us with good people that want to work and that like what we're doing. Yeah.
I was going to say, like, I saw the announcement a few weeks ago when you signed with the PR and all, and I was like, look at this. This, they're really, it's not like, all right, yeah, we got this band together. We're going to throw some songs out every month. We're going to throw a video out here and there. It's like, this is for real. We're really going to do this and really, see what we can do out of it. And I mean, nothing for nothing. One of the PR people I'm tight with, we were talking today, and you guys came up, and I said, dude, I'm like, I talked to them a year ago. It's hard to believe the last time we sat down and did one of these interviews was a year ago, over a year ago. I said, they're killing it on the streams for a band that had zero existence and just kind of like popped up, and it was, used to from the get-go, like, and with a cast of friends putting this music together, and then all of a sudden I'm like, they got 30, 40,000 streams on Tunes. I'm like, that's pretty freaking impressive when there's major bands out there that have been around for 10, 20 years aren't getting that.
Well, you got to know there's actually, for the whole streaming thing, there's a whole strategy behind that. Mm-hmm. Anybody could do it. I mean, I've literally read books about this, and friends who are in bands that have asked me, how have you done it? This is what I've read here. You do it too. I mean, it's not a secret. The information's out there. Research. Right. Just asking other bands. Watching things on YouTube, reading things online, stuff like that. So it's all about getting on different playlists with Spotify and stuff like that. So that's plus super like promoting it like crazy, on all the social media and stuff. And from the get go, we kind of had when it was just me and Bert, we kind of had like this whole plan. Everything was thought out. Everything we've done, we kind of stuck to the plan. We're going to build it slow. We're going to release a song every month, like for the first year. Slowly, build the foundation. Right. Back in the days when they used to build homes with bricks, not like how they build them now, but one brick at a time, just one on top of the other. You're building the foundation, and the thing is, so through the whole pandemic, the past year, we just been building it up. So now we're out there. I think we wrote maybe like almost 20 songs. We have. Wow. So we're not like a new band. We're going to do everything right. We're going to take our time. We're going to release a record next month. We have another video we're working on. We're going to play the right gigs. Just everything is we're really thinking everything out. And we have the other guys that we have in the band now are just like absolutely perfect. They're great. Everybody works hard. Everybody has ideas. Everybody wants to do it. Yeah. Everybody's on the team.
So it's funny when you said that, because you said how some bands are coming, like how you doing it and all. Right away, I'm thinking to myself, do you guys know who Gary V is?
Gary V sounds familiar.
He's like this social media guru guy, and he's all into like investments and all that stuff. And he's always like saying, I'm not going to fucking tell you how to do it. Go out and do the work, do the research. He's like, if you put in the research and the time and teach yourself how to do it, you can fucking do it. And
it's out there.
It's out there. That's what he says. Yeah. Because I'm not going to do it for you, but I'm going to tell you it's out there. If I can do it, you can do it. So go do it. So do you kind of feel like that? Like, I'm sure, like, you're out in the scene and you're out at shows. You've probably been asked dozens of times by other bands.
Yeah, I mean, we've had people ask us, could we come to your studio and record? It's not really a studio. I mean, you'd be you wouldn't be that impressed if you saw what we're recording out of. But even that started like trial and error. Like we didn't know what the hell we're doing, and then we slowly learned, and still we don't really know what the hell we're doing. Yeah, we're just being creative. If something doesn't work, try a different way. I mean, everyone has like a million questions. There's this great thing. It's called Google. Everything like, how to fix, whatever. Google, type it up. Okay, that's how you do it.
Yep.
It's out there. You know what? And if you fail, try it again.
Yeah, I mean, it's a grind. Even, I mean, as well. You have your show. Even with the podcast stuff, it's you might get 40 hits on one thing, 1,000 hits on another. There's no rhyme or reason. I still can't figure it out. Just go with the flow.
I shake my head all the time. I could have Axl Rose on, and it might get 20 views, and then I can bring you guys on and get 800 views. I just scratch my head, and I'm not going to drive myself crazy about it anymore. Yeah,
I'm with
doesn't
you.
make sense, but
it baffles me. I'm like, it's either hot or cold. I don't get it. It's one or the other.
Yeah,
exactly.
Never know.
So now that's one thing. So you mentioned doing particular shows, and the last time we talked, you guys haven't even done shows yet. Now I think you guys have done like 3 or 4 shows at this point. So how was it now to actually be playing these songs live?
Bert.
That's good. Huh?
It's great. It's
great. It's fun. It's a fun set. It's a fun set. Do you realize, because coming from like a writing point of view, and lucky enough, I have a lot of guys in the band that do now sing, which is great, because when we're just writing and putting harmonies on. I got my buddy Don who does a ton of harmonies, and his vocal range is way higher than mine. And lucky enough, Damian can hit that stuff. And when you're building it, you're not thinking, oh, fuck, I'm going to play this live now. That changes the whole dynamic, Right. So now we're saying, okay, you sing that part, I'll sing this part. And you're putting the puzzle is made, but now you got to go, oh, fuck, this is what I got to work with. Who goes where? So it's fun. It's interesting. It's a lot of trial and error, I'm going to sing the high. That don't sound good. Dan's going to sing the high. I'm going to sing the low. Dan's going to sing the middle. I'm going to do the shouts. It's like, it's really like piecing the puzzle together. It's fun. It's artistic, It's good though, but it's definitely you're reworking stuff to do live,
Yeah, and it's sounding full. It doesn't sound like it's missing anything, like Bert layers a lot of stuff vocally, and there's a lot of stuff going on. It's like really interesting. So I mean, thankfully everybody in the band sings, except Joe. but we cover everything. And it sounds great.
Yeah, and we're a band that we're going to start now, but we haven't really had that many practices. If we played out 4 or 5 times, something like that, I think we practiced maybe 10 times. So it wasn't a lot of practice.
Wow.
Yeah. So everyone individually has really done their homework, and then we come together and we've gotten together. But now it's like a real band now, and we're getting together on a weekly basis. So by the next, from here on out, it's just going to be, I can't wait. It's going to be, killer. And everybody has different music ideas. So we have this one record done, 10 songs. And then we're hoping the next thing will be like an EP, and maybe we could record that sometime, maybe summer for like end of year release or something.
Okay. Cool. Now, so the band is in place now. It seems like it's like you guys been putting out the promo pictures and all. In case people don't know, Rick, who was in I think both videos, he just moved here to Nashville.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now you guys get Joe on bass, Danny and Ahmed on a guitar, and you guys.
Yeah.
So that's it, set in stone now.
Yeah. I mean, for the Animal video, we didn't really have a band. We weren't really thinking of it, but we wanted to get everyone who played on the song. So we needed another guitar player. So we asked Dan to be in the video. I mean, and that would have been a great band, but we had kind of promised an old buddy of ours, Joe Mal, to play bass. So Well, we found out that Ahmed is actually originally a guitar player. I mean, in the perfect world, it would have been great to get all those guys and Rick.
Right.
You know, Rick told us he was going to be moving to Nashville, and then Dan was like the obvious choice. We all love Dan, and he fits. He's a great performer, great player, sings.
He's a worker.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like he took Julia's advice and put steroids to it.
Yeah, you know what? It's like for me and Bert, we've both played with everybody at some point, so it kind of feels like a greatest hits of our lives band. If we could pick, kind of like a Frankenstein of like everything, everyone we've worked with in the past, kind of build like this beast.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome. So now, what you said you're going to be putting an album out. Is it you guys have 10 songs out now? So is it those 10 songs or?
Well, we released 3 or 4 from this upcoming one.
Yeah.
So they will be a part of it.
Okay.
We've kind of held back from releasing more singles because we wanted the record to come out, and then we'll be releasing videos like every other month. That's the plan, to kind of sustain it, to kind of keep it going. Because now, if you've noticed, like bands will put out a record, but say like a band will drop their first single now, but the release is coming out in summertime. By the time the record comes out in summertime, they've already released like 5 singles, and then the album comes out, and then it just disappears.
Dies. Yeah.
So we've released 4 singles already for this and 2 videos, and then the record will come out probably at the end of next month, and then from that point, we'll just release videos from each song. And that will last us hopefully throughout the year. So,
see, now this is where it's funny because and I think we talked about this person last time, if I'm not mistaken, because I think you, Damian, got mistaken for him, Jizzy Pearl.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I interviewed Jizzy last week, and we were talking. I asked him because he just put out the new Love Hate album, and I said to him, like, and it's weird because he's with Frontiers or their division of whatever, Golden Robot Records division of Frontiers.
Okay.
And they're usually 2-3 videos for every album at least.
Yeah.
And he's got no videos. He's like, I don't really think they're important anymore. And I wanted to come back at him, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I thought that was so stupid. And I just watching Super Double Fine tonight, I think, is just proof in the pudding how truly important the video is, because you have a killer song, and then when now you can see it with the video, I think it just adds so much to it.
Yeah, it gives more life to it, and people love to see something visually to go along with music. I mean,
right?
I hear probably more people checking out videos than the actual singles, but again, like it just extends the life of the product that we're about to release, and we'll have plenty of that. I mean, you could do a video so cheap these days. People think, it's thousands of dollars, dude.
Yeah.
You can do it yourself, really, if you have to,
Yeah.
People are freaking doing this stuff on their phones. Like,
and
some great shit on their phones. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
But at the same time, we don't want to put something that's going to look cheap too. So, I mean, as long as it looks, up to snuff with everything else that we've put out, then we'll do it. If not, then we wouldn't release it.
Yeah. And then the thought behind putting out Super Double Fine as a single a couple months ago, and then letting it die down, putting out Silver Ghost after that, and as Silver Ghost is kind of doing its thing, now a couple months later we put out the video for Super Double Fine, gives it more shelf life. It's like, bang, this song, okay, great. It makes you go back, do it again. So that's just our kind of thinking.
Right.
Now, how about are you guys going to do like physical copies once the album come out?
Yeah, we will. We'll do a CD, and we've kind of like
debating about that vinyl.
we kind of arranged the songs in a way where we'll have a side 1 and side 2 for a vinyl. That's kind of like Bert really wants to do a vinyl.
I do. It's just is the demand there
it's
for it?
expensive. Yeah, it's expensive.
It's expensive. If we got 100 people that said I want to buy the vinyl, I'll do it in a second.
Yeah.
If I break even on the vinyl, I'm happy. It's just pretty expensive to do it, and it's a wait too. Sometimes it's a couple months wait for it.
That was going to say.
Big demand.
If we did the CD, say the CD came out April, May, or something like that, we would probably not have the vinyl out until I want to say, I don't know, September, October, or something like that. Wait, we go.
Right.
So maybe we could bang it for both. You never know.
Yeah, which also will extend the shelf life of it too.
Absolutely.
It kicks in a little bit more interest. So
right.
Yeah. So
It's you guys are literally like becoming like scientists to this whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're in the lab. Like, should we do this? Should we do that? Like,
right. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. It's a lot of fun, man, because we've been around for a while. We've both played in a lot of bands, and we've done things that don't work most of the time, and some things that do. And we've seen what works for other people. We're very observant. We're fans of this. We're not just hoity-toity musicians. We're fans. I mean, we buy the product. We check out other bands. We talk about this stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. It's our passion. It's our life. So we're very aware of what other people are doing. And we try to put our own spin to be a little different, like what we're doing with this release here.
Now, is the music going to stay in the same style vein with the heavy sound?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. Like the live show is kind of split in half. I think like the live show the way we do our set, it's sort of kind of starts out kind of dark and heavy, and then it kind of goes to not poppier, but more of like a hard rock direction. So, I mean, we pretty much said from the get go, we could do anything we want. There's no label on it. It's hard rock metal at the end of the day. There's going to be some dark, heavy stuff. There's going to be some, poppier, fun stuff. So whatever comes out. Again, like we're fans. We want to listen to stuff that we want to write stuff that we want to listen to. So
right. And
we both love. Everybody in the band loves all different types of hard rock and metal. So I mean, there's no boundaries.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea that anything goes, because you're bringing it back to way, greatest time, I think, is the 70s as far as, I'm not going to say just music, anything goes. You had Zeppelin have a country song, a heavy song. I mean, it's just anything with Sabbath. You listen to some Sabbath stuff, and then there'd be a song or two going, wow, that's Ozzy? What's that? I mean,
yeah.
To bring no rules, fuck the rules. I mean, if you got something that sounds consistently, even if it's consistently good, it's going to get boring. Only a few bands get away with it. So we just write what we feel. A good song's a good song at the end of the day, whether it's a country song, a dance song, a hard rock song, a metal song, a thrash song, whatever. A good song's a good song. That wins every time.
See, now I just pictured like in my head like some type of disco song you guys like reliving a Saturday Night Fever or something.
Damo's the disco kid. Tell him, Dame.
Yeah. You know what? I've toyed with the idea of doing like some sort of like a remix of something, just for shits and giggles,
Why not?
Just for the hell of it.
That's another.
Could be a bonus.
It's another bunch of fan base that you could probably get without. Why should you be stuck in one thing? Let it go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's room for everybody.
If anything, it keeps us entertained. Doing weird shit like that.
That's what it's all about, right?
That is truly the beautiful thing with the whole music business now. That there really is for independent artists. There's no rules. You guys are cruising your ship. You're in charge. You're the captains of it, and you guys can steer that boat any way you want, which is awesome.
Yeah, you could do everything yourself these days. You really don't need like a label or a team behind you. I mean, if you put the work in, you could get the same end result, and you could. Reap in all the benefits and don't have to share it with some people who haven't put the work in.
Right.
Everything I hear, like, so and so got signed, but it's like a 360 deal, which basically means they get a piece of everything: your merch, your live shows, and the product that you're selling. That's bullshit. It's like, so we go to a gig and we sell T-shirts or whatever, and we get paid X amount of dollars, and the label's going to take that. No, forget that.
Yeah.
Really, how much money are you going to get? I mean, do it yourself.
It's not like it was years ago with artist development, and let's face it. I mean, look, we're not young bucks here. You know what I mean? We've been around for a while, so we have no delusions of that. We're going to do our own thing, and people dig it, great. If they don't, that's cool. We're still going to do our own thing.
Nice.
Nobody sells records anyway. I mean, Ghost just had the number 2 record in America, sold 70,000 copies. I mean, like, how much money is that?
Yeah. I was just going to say, I think they sell 40,000 copies, but 70,
70,
it's crazy.
For number 2 record. And what's that? I mean, it's not a lot.
Not compared to what it used to be,
so.
Yeah, it used to be the first week, they were
a couple 100,000 or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
Yeah, just the world we're living in now. And you have to adapt. You could bitch about things all day, but look, man, you gotta be a chameleon. You gotta adapt to the times, or else you'll get lost in the dust. You gotta. It's how you survive.
Now, how about going back to the shows? Do you guys have shows booked coming up, or?
Yeah, we have a few. I don't know how many. There's a few pending ones too. But we have some stuff coming.
There's some good ones pending. It's just not official yet. So
yeah.
Now, are you guys like sticking to like the Philly area? You're going to branch out at all?
Yeah, everything right now is sort of localish. I mean, I would like to take it out, maybe like do a weekend here and there. Maybe up. Something that as long as we're not losing our ass. And if it's within reason, if we're going to drive 10 hours and play in front of 5 people, it's probably not worth it. But if it's a really, really good opportunity for us, and we can stretch it out to like 2 or 3 shows, we're open to anything.
Cool. You never know. Maybe we might see you guys in Nashville.
Yeah, you got some. Maybe. Got some buddies down there.
We're getting a lot more. We're getting a lot more buddies down there now too. Yeah, we're getting a lot more right now.
Like at the Philly connection getting started down here, man.
Yeah. It's like Philly. It's like South Philly.
It is absolutely. And we got a good cheesesteak guy here too from Philly, so we're good. We're covered.
Really? Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
They got good bread.
He gets his ships from Amoroso, so he's got it covered.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. It's not bad.
Yeah. But otherwise, the bread down here is no good. Yeah. It's very, very hard. Very, very hard to find good bread down here.
That's what I've heard. It's to like make your own.
Yeah. There you go. It's funny. I became friends with a guy. He started a bread company during the pandemic, and he was calling it Music City Breads. But he's a guitarist. He's like a country guitarist. He's like like chicken picker, he calls it. And young dude, I think he's like 30 years old. And me and Coco went to his house for dinner like 2 weeks ago, and he made like some homemade bread. But he closed up his bread business because he's like, do I want to be like making bread 12 hours a day? Do I want to go play my freaking guitar? I'm playing my guitar.
Right.
So
and he's young enough.
Yeah. So now I talked to you about this last night, Damian, and you put a post out earlier. So let's bring it up and just throw it out there and clear this up, because I'm sure people are going to be wondering. I was wondering, and I didn't know. So you put out earlier about Mach 22, because there's some constant posts going on that Mach 22 is coming back, and you stated earlier that you are not part of it.
No, I'm not. It was my choice. To concentrate on this fully. But I mean, there's there's been posts going on the past month or two, and people, every time I go out, people are always asking me about it, and they're kind of surprised. Oh my God, you're not involved. I was like, nah, man, I'm doing this. So I felt like I needed to put that out there. So so people don't say, oh yeah, well, I don't want to book your band. I want to talk to you about booking that. Well, I'm not involved in that anymore. Nothing bad, no hard feelings at all. Still talk to everybody. It's just, I don't know who's involved in it other than Lamont, to be totally honest with you. But, we did do some recordings a couple years ago, and he did, talk to me about putting that stuff out. I was like, go ahead, release it whenever you want. I'm not going to stop you, So I think he's finally going to be doing that soon. But I know as much as you and the rest.
I think that says like two things there. Well, first off, you were with them for what? It was about 10 years. Was it that long?
Yeah, I joined the band August of 2012. So okay. It's we're almost up to 10 years.
And everybody knows. You guys accomplished a shit ton. Amazing shows, amazing music, but now at this point, you can tell where your heart is, I think. And also, too, it speaks volumes even more about how focused you are on MonteCarlo as a band, where, let's face it, how many, Corey Taylor, all the big names out there are doing 2, 3, Phil Anselmo, 18 fucking bands. They're out there doing multiple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you could have probably done that, but you were like, no, this is what I want to focus on. I want to do one, and that's it.
Yeah, just so people know that it's not like some project or some thing that I'm doing this minute. I want to, I'm all in. As they say. So, I just felt like there had to be some clarity about it. As far as like what's going on, because I people are asking me all the time. Whenever there's something that comes up on Facebook, the return, we're coming back. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I'm sure they will, but I'm doing this now, and it's I'm more than happy to be doing it. It's exciting.
Yeah. And so just that. It's exciting, and it's new for you, all you guys. And it's kind of like like you said, you guys have done past stuff with all the guys in the band, so it's truly like a family already.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. Our first 2 shows we played with Tantric, and
right.
That's Jaron and Sebastian. I played in Mach 22 with those guys for years, and they're still good friends of mine. So, and Lamont came out to come see us all. So everybody awesome. Who was in the last lineup was there. So there's nothing there's nothing but love in the band, in the band, and there's no hard feelings at all. It's just everybody who was in the band just wanted to move on and do other things, and that's where I'm at right now. It's just you get this, as a musician or artist or whatever, you feel like this creative need inside, and if it starts feeling like stale, like you have to move on, no matter how great things were. Sometimes it's hard for people to realize that. I accomplished all my dreams, pretty much. So anything that's left is just like the icing on the cake at this point. There's still other dreams I want to. That I have other goals, and it's not like, okay, now we're just going to have fun. No, this is still serious. There's still things that we want to do, that I feel like I want to accomplish. So that's what we're working on.
Isn't it kind of weird though? Like, do you say to yourself, like, when you're growing up and you're seeing like these big bands going through member changes and people leaving, and you're saying to yourself, why the hell would you leave that? Like, well, what are you doing? And now you're in a situation where you're saying, like, it was just kind of getting stale for me. And yeah, it's like, now I understand why these
Now I
people
know
do these
why.
things.
Yeah, now I know why Jason Newsted left, and
Right.
Peter Criss and Ace Frehley, and,
Right? Yeah, exactly,
you know,
exactly.
and Izzy Stradlin, and the list goes on. It's like, at the time I'm thinking, you friggin' idiot, like
Right, right.
it's there was it's not like there was money to be made in it like those guys, but it's still everyone's an artist, and you feel something creative inside you, and if that feels empty, move on. Whether you're doing it for yourself in your home or playing in front of thousands of people, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's what's inside that is the most important thing.
It's like the crazy thing for me is that I've done a couple different things, and and some of them were a little more successful than others, and definitely I'm always surrounded by a good cast. Whatever band I was in, the whole band was always decent. There was really good players or good writers, and I've been lucky that way. But and like I said, we did Stop the World. That record, I was really proud of that record. I thought that was a really
that was great.
And I did the Cyanide Saints thing for a while. I did the Junkstar Dream thing first, and of course the Grim was kind of like my first real thing. And it's just like, this is the first band where I feel like I'm getting some appreciation, where it's like people are actually listening to the fucking songs. I'm like, not used to it. I look at Damon and go, this song's got 45,000 hits on it. What are we doing right? Because the other songs are pretty good. I just don't know what the fuck's going on,
So Bert is also coming to you, Damian, and saying, how are we doing this?
Yeah.
Now listen, be nice if Bert gets paid, but that ain't got to get paid somewhere down the line. But you know what? We got some money popping in from Spotify, which was surprising. So it's helping.
Yeah. And people complain all the time. I see them bitching. Hey man, back in the old days, you're only getting paid 2 cents on a record. So right. I think I think this is pretty much in line. But
Bay, when one of my buddies go, man, fucking Spotify, because they're too cheap to buy the thing for Spotify with these commercials. I'm like, shut up until I'm getting paid. I love the fucking commercials. I let them play all the time.
It's enough to keep it going. So like every time we re-upload a song or an album, it's not coming out of our pockets. It just kind of goes into it. I mean, we've used it to buy CDs. We use the money for T-shirts. So it's
paying for itself, which is great.
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, the whole Spotify thing. Like, I mean, for the longest time, I was like fighting to use it, and then when I was doing the radio thing, my old co-host is like, "You have to do it. You're gonna go nuts if you go on there." And then I went on there, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is like a fucking music fan's." Like you died and just walked through the gates of music. It's the heaven of music. It's unbelievable.
And I still buy stuff, but I still buy stuff, but I still use Spotify, but I'll still buy certain things. It's weird, but I use Spotify probably more than anything. But I'm out of my mind with the vinyl thing again now. So I've been buying like a lot of vinyls, and if I go on Amazon and they have like you buy the vinyl and you get the audio rip, it's fucking no brainer for me. I'm like, I'm in. $25, I'm in. I get both, But it all depends what mood I'm in. But yeah, I'm jumping the gun. I'm on a vinyl fucking tear right now. Sorry.
Bert's always buying shit.
Yeah.
But I do the Spotify, the premium. I pay. I pay the fee a month, and I think they probably should pay bands a little bit more. I mean, it's literally like a quarter of a penny per stream. And I don't know, maybe a little bit more, but come on, you expect to
why
get
not a whole penny?
I don't know, but
you know what's funny? Me and Dave were talking about this the other day, and if like some of our older bands, we'll look at like some of the CDs on like eBay or somebody selling something. We're like, wow, this one of our records are going for $80. We're like, a CD? Who's paying $80 for a CD? Look, if I sold that CD, I'm lucky if I get 10. This fucking hammer's making 80. I want to know the secret. I wish they would tell me. I'm sure, but even with the rest and stuff, it probably got to freak out. Like, you got to be kidding me. Because if you were selling yourself, I'm not making shit off it. But these other guys, I don't get it.
They can put it up there. It doesn't mean anybody's buying it.
That's true.
Hey, believe me, from a person that has the eBay business.
Yeah.
Some of the things I don't understand. I see people selling stuff, and I have it, and I'm like, how the freaking Disney VHS, for prime example. the people are putting it up there for $10,000. Who the fuck is paying $10,000 for a VHS Disney? Nobody. It's
for one movie or the entire
one
Disney
movie
universe from
One.
VHS.
No, one.
That's crazy.
Mickey Mouse better come to my fucking house
Yeah.
with a film projector and play the movie for me for $10,000.
Right, yeah.
Right, exactly.
I mean, come on.
Or the lifetime Disney passes or something. Jeez.
I'm telling you. Holy shit. So
all they're going to get from this, Bay, is, the headline for the thing will be, that Bay's got a real Mickey Mouse fetish.
Oh man. So all right. So let me see here. We got to. I got it. Usually, Damian, I probably asked you this question at one point. Now, my boy is asking. He wants to know, Bert, is it gravy or sauce?
Gravy, absolutely.
See, there you go.
Absolutely.
And then he asked a legitimate question after that. Who produces your albums, and how do you find and choose your engineers?
Yeah, we produce ourselves pretty much.
We produce them ourselves.
We do have an awesome engineer that mixes right now. We're going to record with him, and probably the summertime for the EP. But we didn't record with him this time because of the pandemic and all that stuff. So we did it on our own. So we're looking forward to going to Dave Byron, who is our engineer at wombatstudio.org, and he's fucking awesome. He made these songs. I mean, they sounded cool before he gave it to him, but then he made them sound real freaking cool. So he brought them to life. And anybody that's in that Jersey area that wants to come down, that's who we recommend. And Dave, want to add to that?
Yeah, he really is great, man. I mean, we've worked with a lot of different guys, in the past, and he just gets it. I mean, no lie. Usually, like the first or second mix, it's like there's nothing else. I mean, there's nothing else to tell him. It's like, sometimes, oh, could you make the snare drum louder? Could you lower the bass? Could you do this? One or two times, one or two mixes. It's like perfect. I mean,
wow.
It's so easy working with him. He's
mellow, laid
he's
back.
A great guy. Everything sounds totally pro. I mean, I think the sounds that we've been coming out with on these songs is like probably in all the bands, probably like the best sounding stuff.
Yeah, and we didn't even tap into it. We didn't even tapped into what he could do yet. We haven't even done like the bare bone tapped into it. This is just some of the fluff,
Yeah, so we've been recording everything ourselves separately, in our homes, and then we send it to Dave to mix and everything, and he masters everything. But the next go around, now that we have the whole lineup, and next time we're getting ready to go in the studio, we're actually going to do pre-production, on our own, and then go to his studio and record as a full band.
Nice. Cool.
The old school way.
The old way. Old way. Nice.
Any more questions, Conan? I like the question thing. It's fun. Send us some questions.
How about mixtape? That's what I wanted to ask you. Like, so the whole mixtapes and tasty cakes thing, and the video, it's on Dan Bert. Is it Dan Bert Entertainment? What is that?
That's just our own our own name,
our own umbrella.
Yeah, we didn't really know what to call like the YouTube page. So I mentioned Bert. I was like, why don't we just combine both of our names and just put everything in there? So if we release stuff for the band, we could put it under there. We could do it, the podcast stuff. And it's funny, like Dan will say, hey, I don't know, he'll compliment something or have these good ideas, and then he'll follow it up with, yeah, I'm trying to be Dan Bert Entertainment Employee of the Month over here. Or Joe Mal will say that he wants to bring donuts to the next rehearsal so he can employ them.
He knows where to get me, babe. He knows where to go. That's experience.
you got to get like a little plaque to hang up on the wall for them.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Joe's coming to practice. Bring me a Diet Coke and a My Pal's cheesesteak and I'm good. You know what I mean?
Ooh, My Pals. Are they still there?
Yes, they're the best.
Oh my
they're
God! I used to go over there.
Right near me.
Yeah, when I used to work at the music company, I used to go over there and get a freaking.
Oh, they've been around that long, huh?
Yeah, since I was a little kid.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Little kid.
yeah.
You know who I see on Facebook now? It's good to hear from him. Remember Tom from the music
He
store?
called me today.
He's the fucking best, ain't he? He's the best.
He
can tell
is a
stories.
piece of work.
Good stuff.
Oh boy, I'm going to tell you a story when we go off the air. I don't want to say it out there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if people know, but
He
I'll
was
say it
the
off the air.
most fun ever, and I didn't see a quarter of everything. He was the most fun ever. He was the best. The whole crew was great.
Yeah, I started going to that place around 1985.
Yeah,
and then I started working for them in 1990. Yeah, too
a
funny.
lot of people work there. A lot of people work there. Good time though.
Good
I missed.
time.
I really
Good
missed
times.
that place. I missed that place.
Yeah. Actually, Joe was here. I think it was summertime. Joe drove down on his motorcycle.
Really?
And I got together with him and did lunch. Yeah.
Wow.
He went down to Alabama for a Trump rally. He rode his bike down to Alabama for a Trump rally, and then on the way back, he stopped here and we did lunch. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Too funny.
I think it was good to catch up with Tom and Mike, guitar teacher from Philly Music. Same thing. I'll talk to Mike from Blue Moon through text or instant message or something. So it's good to hear from them guys. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
We know each other for over 30, almost 40 years, maybe.
Yeah,
me,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's great. And they show a lot of love, man. They show a lot of love. Just I appreciate it. So to get some back,
There good people.
Guys.
Who would have thought, like all these years, still be in our lives? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's great.
Cool. So, all right. So, where should we send everybody, guys? What's the best place? Is it Dan Bert Entertainment? Is it the Facebook page? Where's the best place?
YouTube for the video stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Facebook will pretty much lead you everywhere, I think. Facebook, it's MonteCarlo, the band. On YouTube, you could just, you could type up, Monte Carlo, one of the songs, our Animal video, or Super Double Fine, which came out today, along with the name, and then it'll pop up. Or Dan Bert, DAMBERT, Entertainment. And that'll take you to the actual page on YouTube with all the podcasts that we do and all the music and stuff.
Yeah, you can.
And we're also on Instagram. Same thing, Monte Carlo the band. So it's pretty easy to find.
Yeah, I got a bad habit that I'll post stuff for either the podcast or the band, and I'll post it on my page, but I never post it on the band's page because it's fucking confusing now. The Facebook band page or business page, I get confused.
They don't make it easy.
It's weird, right? It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They change things, and I don't like the way stuff is set up. And
it's weird. It's harder.
Yeah.
It's harder.
You just got to tag.
Nobody sees the shit on the band page. You got to do it on your personal page. And not that people see it there either, but it's ridiculous. It's
right. I try to tag. Yeah, I try to tag the band page. Whenever it pertains to the band. Yeah. So eventually people will go there and try to build it up.
Absolutely.
It's so strange how that. I was telling Dan, I was complaining about the other day. I'm like, I don't understand. I was like, I'm trying to post this. I don't want to see our stats and all shit. I want to see who's commenting. You got to go through 12 different things to go look at. I'm like, I can't even figure out how to fucking post
it's like a bunch of nonsense on there, man. It's like on the Facebook,
I'm not paying you $12 for a fucking ad.
For an ad to boost
or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's all these things for stats. I don't want to see that. I just want to go right to the page and post something dumb,
Exactly. Well, guys, again, great job. Loving it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And I can't wait to see the next one now.
Hey, I want to put you on the spot real quick.
Go ahead.
We're recording this Thursday. We're doing our podcast. So if you're free, it'll air next week on Monday. It would be us, another guy, and if you're available, we're going to do WrestleMania moments this week if you're available.
Yeah, I'm in. What time?
9:00.
I'm in.
All right. Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
I'm in.
Yeah, we'll get in touch with you about,
a
few or whatever.
Cool. All right, guys, let me end this hangout. I want to talk to you real quick about the Tom and all. So, all right, guys, thanks everybody for tuning in. Go check out Super Double Fine. It's on Dan Bert Entertainment, aka YouTube, and go to Monte Carlo the band on Facebook, Instagram, and they're coming to a city near you. So go rock out and support them, and buy the product and stream it so they get double paid.
Yeah. Super double paid.
Super double paid.
My PayPal's bill's high, so you know.
All right, guys.